Excuse me. I'm just walking around out here. I'm outside of Hartford Hospital. Don't worry about me. Nothing's wrong with me. I just have a little allergy. So they just put me on allergy medicine last week. They told me just to continue to take it. So I've been taking it. I've been drinking tea, drinking lemon. I still sneeze every now and then. Really haven't been coughing like I was. And I don't have all the excess phlegm. So I'm here in Hartford Hospital. I'm just walking around waiting for somebody to finish a procedure. So I'm probably going to go back in about 10 minutes. They should be done if the procedure takes as long as they said. So my name is Sugar 413, and I do myriad of different kind of videos. I do some short videos, not too many. I'm trying to get more into long form teaching videos and long form live streams. Just because I'm gonna be transparent with everybody, I am trying to build up my watch time and my subscribers. So I'm gonna be real transparent. So if you think you can help with that, I would appreciate it. Um, yeah. So this is the Children's Hospital. I'm just gonna walk back down to the main campus just because I'm trying to get some more exercise in because I've been quite lazy the last couple of months. I'm so embarrassed to say I was so good at the beginning of the year. I was so strong and doing my exercises, but now I find that I have to do my stretches and my exercises more often because when you don't, your body just gets lazy too from sitting around. You don't realize how sitting around is damaging and it hurts you more than it helps you. I was just giving a brief. This is some food trucks that they have out, which is a good option. It's always perfect to kind of have options when it's lunchtime. People don't want to just eat the same thing all the time. But I was telling a story about this hospital, and 25 years ago, in about 4 months, is where I gave birth to my daughter right here. Beautiful facility, nice delivery. Took care of the baby. The baby was born healthy and everything and still thriving now to this day, thank goodness. But I was saying that I wasn't very happy with my service here. So I didn't think the treatment was good for me as a patient. I thought that the nurses that I had, not all of them, but maybe two, were very rude and very short with me. And I found out that they weren't giving me the whole treatment that I was supposed to get. As far as the medical care, yeah, I had a C-section. They was making sure my wounds were changed and clean and stuff like that. But as far as other things, they had like a committee or a bunch of old retired people who made towels, not towels, but blankets and little caps for the newborn babies. And I found out that they weren't giving them to the minority patients, which I'm minority, right? And they were sending some of the patients home with extra cans of the little baby Enfamils with the little, they're already in a bottle for you. You just had to take off the nipple. I wasn't getting those things. So I was told that by a nurse. And I said, what? And I said, well, not her, but the other nurses on the staff. I said, I don't really care for them. Lotta, lotta, lotta. So I gave birth. I healed up. They let me go. I think I was here for maybe 5 days and 4 nights. Back then they kept you longer with the C-section. They just wanted to make sure that everything was fine, the baby was fine, lotta, lotta, lotta. When I got home, I started healing up. The baby started taking longer naps. I probably was home for about 2 weeks. I had written down all the things that I think happened while I was here and that I didn't agree with. Back then, you didn't have Word or anything like that. I had an old word processor, which was like a typewriter with a word processor built into it. So that's what I used. And I went to work. Went to work, meaning I started typing everything from when the baby was born up until I left in detail. I got back then you had the yellow pages. Got the yellow pages and I got the names. Went on the hospital staff and I got the names of all the bigwigs and dignitaries who ran this hospital. I got the name of the nurse who was in charge of the floor that I was on when I was there. and all the nurses. Because I remember, when you're there that long, you get a relationship with these people because they're in and out and they're seeing you for a long time. So I knew good, bad. So I had a list already compiled: good, bad, and bad. Why was it bad? And I'm not going to say my medical care was that bad. It was stern and it was very short, but maybe that's just how those nurses are. I don't know. I didn't appreciate it. I didn't like it. I didn't think they talked to me the nicest and they treated me the nicest. And then when I found out about the baby blankets and so forth, the nurse who told me made sure I was taken care of when I walked out of the store. I'll say that. Okay, leave that there because that's over 25 years ago. But yeah, so I did the letter, detailed everything, dates, time, sent it in here to this hospital that you see right here. And I got a letter back from the administrators, the people who run the hospital, the nurse on the floor, everybody. They sent me this big apology basket full of, it had a big thing of flowers. It had like fruit and little snacks. It was good. I wish I would have taken a picture. And I may have a picture somewhere. I can't find it. And they apologized so much for what they didn't like what I was saying. They apologized because they must have heard it before. And I don't know what happened to the nurses. I don't care because I'm not here to try to make anybody lose their job. I'm just here to tell my story. And that's what I did. I told my story. I got my free basket and they sent me all kind of paperwork about the hospital and blah, 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 blah. They were actually very sorry that happened. I didn't have the strength to report it while I was there, and I'm not stupid enough to report it while I'm a patient because then something might happen to me, right? I would have got an extra dose of medicine or the baby would have got this or that. So I was smart enough to get healed up, come home, and then start my process. And that's what I would say to you. Thank you so much. That's what I would say to you. Don't start writing when you're there. Wait until you get out of there, because then they can make it worse for you while you're still a patient. Take care of that first. Take care of yourself, and then write your story or your letter. And I probably typed like 3 to 4 pages. That's how pissed I was. I'm telling you. And once I started writing, it started flowing. All the things came right back to me. So if you think you've been wronged, it doesn't even have to be at the hospital. It could be anywhere. It could be at work. It could be anything that you're doing. Speak up for yourself. And to me, words are powerful. If you write down things, people have that with them forever. They can read it over and over. When you do it verbally, people hear it. It's in one ear, out the other. But when it is on paper or by email, people keep that. And I made sure that each administrator got their own letter. I typed up the same letter, but I sent it to like 4 or 5 different people because I meant for my statement to be heard. I don't play. You ain't gonna try to mess around on me and think that it's okay, because it ain't. But when you're sick, you have the C-section, you're in pain. I was in a lot of pain with the cut and all that mess, healing up. So I really couldn't fight well until I got better. But when I got better, and I let it be known. And that's just the person that I am now today. I write down things, good or bad. Mainly, good things I don't really write down too much because I know those are good. And I can remember those, and I can talk about them freely and carefully, and I can talk about them loudly and proudly. It's the bad things that happen that I don't agree with. I write those down because those are the things that you get so emotional with that sometimes you can't remember clearly, can't think clearly. So I'm just advising you all that if you've been wronged, and especially in a medical capacity, you better let somebody know. Right now, since COVID, it's a lot of shortages of medical staff, doctors, nurses, healthcare practitioners, surgeons, radiologists, everywhere. They're all short. So your care may not be as pristine and superb as it should be or as it could be because they're short-staffed. But let them know. I don't think I'm being treated well. Or wait like me until you get better and let them know. I don't think I was treated well when I was in there, and this is the reason why. But to get the apology, to get the it kind of softened the blow. It didn't make it better because it could never erase what happened, right? But it made it like someone read it and they cared. Because sometimes you could complain, you can write letters and letters and letters and letters and you get nothing. You get no response, no one cares. They cared. They wanted the reputation of their hospital to be pristine, like it's supposed to be, and they were sorry that anything happened to me. Okay, so what I can't do is I can't read your comments right now because I'm in the sun. Hold on, I'm getting I'm gonna have to go pick up my person in a couple. It's almost close to an hour. Oh, I've been here a long time. Yes, yes, yes. Yesterday I dropped. Okay. Thanks for top fans. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You know who you are. It's too bad I can't give you anything for that, but you know who you is. Let's see. Okay. So if anybody else have any positive comments, any subscribers to the channel, I appreciate that. Any more likes, I appreciate that. Thanks for the likes that I did get. I hope that someone did subscribe. If you have a story with a medical malpractice or medical negligence, please feel free to drop it in the comments so that we can carry on this conversation at another time and date. And I just want to appreciate everybody who was on here today because we've been on here for like 11 minutes. And I'm going to go check in the patient. So Zero Gaming 123. I'm not sure if you're still on here or not. If you are, please just let me know by subscribing to the channel. Y'all want to talk to me? Let's talk by subscription. Let the subscriptions talk your way through. Okay, I'm just trying. I try to do, like, I don't like doing random any kind of minutes, but if I do 15, I feel better about that. If I do 20, I feel better about that. But I don't want to come on and do like a 12-minute video. But basically, we were just talking about how I felt about my care from Hartford Hospital. 25 years ago, things have changed, nurses have changed, administration have changed, buildings have changed, because a lot of stuff is new that wasn't here 25 years ago. And this is great. I just thank you guys and girls for coming on here. I thank you for the subscriptions. I was on this morning talking about something else, but thank you for subscribing. I really appreciate you. Thanks for the watch time, the watch minutes, because I'm trying to get the 240,000 minutes on here. So any time that you could give me, I really appreciate it. I'd love to do the same for you all too. So I'm just here waiting on somebody to come out. Waiting for them to call me and let me know that their visit is over and that their procedure was great and that we won't know the results and we have to come back here next week for results, but that's okay. As long as we know that the person is okay, I'm happy. And thanks for my top fans today. Let's see. Zero Gaming, looks like you're it. You got the top fan. Thank you, appreciate you. Thanks for your comments. And the favorite color probably would be purple. Like I said, I don't know if you're still on here, but I hope that you come back and watch this video later. Favorite color is purple, purple, purple. It's purple, it's weird, it's purple, but I don't have a lot of purple things. So I wish that I did, I wish that I could, I wish that I would. You guys are free to leave a chat, so I'm gonna go inside and people in the waiting room, so I won't be talking. I'm just trying to do my last 2 minutes. I'll come back through, or?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh.
Which bathroom? Behind this wall, ma'am. You'll
Oh,
see
the
them.
windows?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I guess she's not done
No,
yet.
not in that place. You don't need to get
Oh, yeah, they give you a sticker when you come in, which is great. But isn't it beautiful here? Very, very nice. All right, so I'm going to get ready to shut this down. Like I said, I tried to stay for 15 minutes, and we got 6 seconds left. If anybody have any questions, concerns, remember you can always come back on this live stream later and leave your comments. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.